Alright, let's do this. Fresh batteries, fresh fuel. I think we will hit the Appalachian Trail this time. With the vacuum off of this stock vent line never, ever works right. That's why people replace that. I gotta put that on my list of things to do. For sure. There goes some adventure bikes towards Nimblewille. Might have enough time to hit that before we leave. We'll see. We will see. Sure, we got everything right here. Beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous after a pretty nightmare thunderstorm last night. Let them figure themselves out. Alright. Is that everybody? Yes. Tuck that helmet strap. Keep it from making so much noise. Oh yeah. Confidence is running really high since we literally just came through here. But its first little part. Got to pause for the cause here. Hopefully they'll let us by at some point. Yeah. Make it worth their while. Give them a little presentation as we scoot on through. I think I've almost got my Hermosi throttle dialed in position-wise where I want it. It's really tricky because with the 3 adjustability points, you know, you want to make them usable, like all 3 of them. Oh, if I'm standing up and I want it to be further back, or if I'm sitting down, I want it to be further in. So getting it adjusted where the normal one is perfect for most use, but then you've got the other 2 that actually make sense. It's actually kind of hard to dial that in. Oh, there's a big grouse. Lots of wildlife out on a beautiful day like this. It's time for them to get up and get moving. It's springtime. Spring has sprung. And I think the Raptor agrees. This is probably one of, not the last, but one of the last rides with everything in the stock setup, because fuel customs intake, the Rossi AR5 are both sitting in the garage waiting to go on, but we just got to get that vortex, and we are going to go this way to the Appalachian Trail, which crosses over 12:06, so just past noon. See what's going on up here. Oh, big puddle, nice. Bridged it perfect. Now this is high-speed riding, y'all. I'm in either fourth or fifth this entire time. There's fourth. I mean, you're just getting out and going. You can drift every corner, every time if you want. If that's what you want, you got it. Amazing views. Just look at that. Up here in Lumpkin County, Georgia. Oh, we gotta hit this. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, baby. Always check your sight lines on those crests. Gotta be safe. Gotta be the perfect weather, and it's, you know, it's freshly moist, so it's essentially hero dirt by Georgia standards. Yeah, I think fourth gear is my favorite gear on this bike, until I get that vortex at least. Then it'll probably be fifth. Hop the puddle. Stay dry. I guess a lot of people own property up here. off the fire access road. That's interesting. I wonder how that works with right-of-way and maintenance and all that sort of stuff. I remember this route. This route is really fun to get up to the Appalachian Trail. Wow. Monster big bore power out of this thing today. Getting them wheels off the ground. Catching some nice air on tops of these little crests here, only because I can see. I couldn't see where I might have a conflict with another vehicle. I wouldn't do that. Gotta have sight lines. You want to be safe at least. I always want to be safe. I remember this. Yeah, I stopped here once before. Thought it went somewhere interesting. Oh wow, a lot of litter. And it did not. We should watch for like flat tire hazards in this campsite area. Broken glass and crap, who knows. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember this too. This also goes up not very far. So it's not entirely just private property off of here. I saw a car. Wow, the views and the just high-speed hill crests. This is definitely my favorite trail up here. Just monster power. There's Fifth. Wide open. Yeah, baby! Wow! Just incredible performance out of this thing, even in stock form. And we are really getting up here now. Look at those views. Just incredible. This is free, y'all. Free. $0 to park, to ride. Just show up prepared. I believe that we go that way, but I can't remember. Actually, no, I think we do go this way. Where the Appalachian Trail crosses, but I think it's down here. They're at the saddle right there where all those little ridges come together. Tires, everything's still looking good. Ah, this is nice. Look at that. What a nice camp spot. Oh, it's so much cooler down here too in this little valley kind of next to this water. Oh yeah, no, it's getting even cooler and cooler. This is nice. I gotta remember this, even if this is not the right way. I'm gonna go into cruise mode for just a second because yeah, I had a feeling we'd see some company. And also just, this is an incredible view. Just all these like rhododendrons and laurels and typical Georgia native wildlife doing its thing. Undisturbed. Wow, that creek, that is just too cool. Here's somebody camping. We'll let them know that we saw them. Yeah, when I get the R5 on here, it's gonna be a whole lot louder. But that's just the way it goes, you know. Four-wheelers are normally pretty loud if they're of the sport category. That's just the way she goes. Pretty sure we went the wrong way to get to the AT, but I really don't care because this is gorgeous. This was a great discovery. I guess all these people are going up to that big camp that they've got going on. Would be my guess. What does this say? Fire Service 251. Well, what the heck is that? Another fire road? A trail right there. And then this continues that way. What does that say? Is this their party that they're having? Bend, don't break, rum bum races. Oh, they're doing some kind of hiking thing. Oh, I've got it. You know what? I'm gonna check this out. I want to see where this goes. What in the world? Oh, it's like this little field up here. What is this? This is so cool. I gotta get around this thing though. Ugh. This is cool. I need to scope this out before I stop. There might be somebody over here. Ooh, wow, that's a smoke grenade. Okay, that's interesting. Unsure why that would be here. Unless somebody's just been fooling around. This is a good little like food plot. I don't see any evidence of tree stands. None of these have been debranched enough to even put one up. But man, that's what I would do here. Wow, this is so cool. And you can totally get up here in a vehicle with a camper or whatever. What an amazing little find this was. Super glad I poked around over here. Not sure how much SD card I have left, but we will stretch it as far as we can. Also want to make sure we don't get completely turned around with where we are versus where we came from. I think that continues on. Oh man, I'm not sure where, just based on where we are. So I'm gonna go back. I've saved myself a pin for that little food plot field because that's just too cool. Definitely want to remember that for the future. In shock. I mean, this is all free of charge. I cannot stress that enough. We are at the base camp we use probably 2 miles from Iron Mountain ATV Park, where it's what, $45 a day, you know, or whatever. So I kind of want to I kind of want to see where that goes, the main fire road. Eventually we'll get all these figured out, but probably going to have to be when we have some fellow riders. Just, you got to have the buddy system when you're doing stuff like that, and might need help with getting something unstuck, parts, fuel, I don't know, whatever. Somebody gets hurt. Wow, waterfall. This is so cool. This is a whole lot like the riding that I used to do when I was growing up in North Carolina. A lot of the roads there cut up through these little valleys alongside the rivers, so it's just like this. And I have very fond memories of both four-wheeling and also just regular old driving on roads just like this. Yeah, with just beautiful rapids and stuff as the elevation changes. I guess these people are all checking out the river along the side here. This is really long. I don't know where this comes out. But I will be having to come back this way, that's for sure. It's going to be quite a ride. In fact, I don't see some sort of a junction or some sort of a milestone of some kind soon. I'm just going to have to whack it back around just for the sake of fuel. Cannot be ignorant of your fuel consumption. And since these quads don't have progressive fuel gauges of any kind, they just have the dummy light, well, it's your job. And look at all those trees that broke last night in these storms. One of them made almost a dam down there, a river. Another campsite. This is absolutely gorgeous. Making sure he was alright. Looks like he's just taking a break. Where does this come out? That river is just raging right there. No camping here. Look at that tree. Wow. No, I'm not doing an outdoor cycle, Apple Watch. But I can see how you would be confused. If I can outdoor cycle at this speed, I guess I need to change my name to something cooler. Missing out on some clicks. Alright, so we need to turn around. Because this is way further than I thought it was. And I have a feeling based on the elevation that we're pretty much almost down to the valley here, but then what? Wow, no camping, no camping, no camping. And they're camping. No camping behind this sign. And they're camping. That is adorable. Wow, okay. Not sure I understand the no camping policy or that they're just ignoring it. Neither one really makes a lot of sense to me right now. I just can't. This is just too nice. Like, look at this. Look at these views. that's incredible. Absolutely gorgeous. And no, we are not out west. We're not in Yosemite. We're not even up in the proper Appalachians in North Carolina. We are in Georgia. A couple of hours north of Atlanta. In what has to be some of the most underappreciated and underutilized, which probably is why it's so nice, areas. And hopefully I don't get the secret out and then it gets ruined for everybody. Look at that big tree that fell right there, right across the river. It's like a little bridge. Yep, that is just too cool. I love this stuff. I think that's pretty obvious. Other people, you know, man, he's just talking about a river and some trees and bushes and a road. Oh, it's a little more than that to me. It's an experience. Now, just given what I saw on the way down with population and what's going on up here, and yeah, this guy, I just kind of got to be careful here. Really just trying to stay in cruise mode while I'm around all these campers and families and dogs, and I'm also subsequently conserving fuel at the same time. Thing just eats up the rocks. I mean, between the tires and even the stock coilovers, just does a phenomenal job eating up stuff like that for a sport quad. I mean, it's not a Sportsman 570 or anything with a couch on the back. But it is not meant to be. It's meant to do this. And it does this very well. Get that pipe on here. I go by people like that, it's gonna change their life. Really need to get this thing tuned. That is a fact. Gotta get some skid plates too. Running those stock plastic ones still. Which out here on this kind of stuff isn't entirely a bad idea because, well, it's pretty level as you can see, but all it takes is one misplaced rock. Get some stickers on here that have the YouTube channel, so when I pass by people like that, they can kind of get a clue of where to go and see themselves on video later. Now that's one thing I do not do often enough on the Raptor, and I think it's because the seating position for me is just so natural, is I really don't do a lot of stand-up riding. I think a lot of that too is I do a lot of riding on these wide open fire access roads like this, but either way, you finally get up off that seat. It's pretty amazing, the dexterity that it gives you. Sight lines, yep. Awesome. Wow, I just got overflown by a huge bird. I could see its shadow. It was like an airplane. That was awesome. Whatever that was. Oh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Man, I could be out here all weekend long. Camping, cooking, riding. There's the dead end nothing trail. He seemed a bit alarmed. I don't know why. I gave him plenty of room. Got to get rid of that AIS too. Pumping all that air into the exhaust on D-cell, giving you all those D-cell pops. Some people like all that, but I'm not one of them. Very poor sight line there. Okay, so the race is going to go that way. Well, that was fun. Let's see how we did. Well, it looks like we ran out of SD card at some point. But that's fine. Absolutely gorgeous day in the woods.